In an increasingly turbulent world, ties between China and Latin America and the Caribbean enjoy a vitality that has overcome trade wars, transportation crisis, and the worst pandemic in a century, said China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi during a press conference to outline the main lines of China's diplomacy on the occasion of the annual meeting of the parliament. Our correspondent brings us the details.
China's State Councilor and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Wang Yi, today highlighted the good momentum of Beijing's ties with Latin America and the Caribbean. In his customary press conference on the occasion of the annual meeting of the Chinese Parliament, the foreign minister pledged to continue supporting the efforts of developing nations, especially those in Latin America and the Caribbean, to confront the pandemic and avoid a greater economic impact.
Since the outbreak of the new coronavirus, China has developed active anti-epidemic cooperation with Latin America and provided nearly 400 million doses of vaccines. Last year, the trade volume between China and Latin America and the Caribbean surpassed US 400 billion for the first time. We also successfully held the third ministerial meeting of the China-CELAC Forum and reached a broad consensus on deepening strategic mutual trust and practical cooperation between China and CELAC in key areas over the next 3 years. As a Latin America proverb says, a true friend can touch your heart from the other side of the world. China will continue to work with Latin American and Caribbean friends to deepen friendship and expand cooperation.
Chinese Chancellor sent a clear message to those who insist on seeing double intentions and efforts on the part of Beijing to impose its hegemony in the region.
Latin America is a land full of hope and vitality. It is not someone's backyard. What the Latin American people need is equity, justice, and win-win cooperation, not power politics and bullying. China and Latin America are developing areas and the common aspiration for independence, development, and revitalization closely links the Chinese dream with the Latin American dream.
At the conference, Wang Yi also referred to key points in China's foreign policy, such as ties with the United States, Taiwan affairs, and China's unchanged position in favor of dialogue between Russia and Ukraine.
On the Ukrainian issue, peace and dialogue must be promoted, and China has already made some efforts in this respect. There have been 2 rounds of negotiations, and we hope there will be a third. The more divergences there are, the greater the need to sit down and negotiate. Rivers do not freeze over on a cold night. The situation in Ukraine has very complex causes, and the first thing is to keep calm and reason and seek a peaceful solution.
With the storm clouds on the horizon of military conflicts, economic sanctions with unpredictable consequences and global inflation, the strength of Sino-Latin American ties is one of the pillars in the efforts to put the pandemic chapter behind us and embark on the road to recovery.
Irán Peraza, teleSUR, Beijing, China.